There are 5 major steps to get to Australia as a care worker and get a permanent residency while you are an overseas trained person. Number 1 is the assessment stage. Number 2 is the job application stage. Number 3 is the visa stage. Number 4 is arrival and working stage. Number 5 is getting your PR stage. If you want to know more about this process, stay tuned and watch this video, because we are going to show you this whole process and how to go about it. My name is Stella, and in this channel we talk about moving abroad, whether you are moving for your family, whether you are moving for work, or whether you are moving to study. Now let's get started. Hi guys, welcome back again. Remember, previously we did a video on relocating to Australia as a carer, and in that video we told you about all you need to get. We told you about the documents, we told you about the stages and everything you need to know. After that video, a lot of people kept asking a similar question, and not only on YouTube, they also asked these questions on my DM on WhatsApp. They asked these questions on our Telegram group. We tried to do an ask me and answer question, which is called AMA section, to answer this question, but it seems like a lot of people prefer for us to show them how it is done. And I remember promising other people that don't worry about this, I'm going to show you guys the whole process, and so you will be able to understand. So today this is what I'm going to do. So without wasting much time, I'm just going to go ahead and start this process with you all. So like I said, there are 5 stages to move to Australia as a carer if you are trained overseas. Now remember, I told you guys about the new route Australia brought in to help them get more international trained carers into their country, and it's called New Age Care Industry Labor Agreements. This agreement enables employers to advertise jobs for international trained carers to come into Australia and work. It enables these employers in Australia bring in foreign trained skills to work for them. Remember, like we said, developed world are having shortage of staff, and they need more people to come in to support them and to support their standard of living. And there are different stages in which this employer have to go through. They have to go through their assessment stage to request this body and tell them, okay, we've opened adverts to locals. When I mean locals, I mean Australian citizens or Australian residents for our position, and we have not gotten enough staff. We need more hands because our company is really struggling. Now these people are going to look at this and then grant them what is called an agreement or a memorandum of understanding. This memorandum of understanding will enable them to apply for this new age care labor agreement from the government, and then they will be able to bring in people to come down to Australia and work for them. And these people they are going to bring in is you and I. So how do we get ready? Because this is a recent thing that is started, and we're going to be talking about this now. So like we said, the very first stage is to go through the assessment stage. For the assessment stage, remember I told you guys that you guys will need to get your documents. I'm not going to go into details. I will encourage you, or if you haven't watched that video, kindly and please go and watch the video so you will understand all the documents that you need to get. So I'm just going to show you how to go about the assessment. Remember, there are 2 forms of assessment. You are going through Aqua or you are going through ANMAC, and I've explained the principles behind these 2 assessment body. ANMAC actually does the assessment for those that are going for personal care workers or those that are going for nursing support worker. Why, if you are applying through Aqua, it means that you are coming to Australia, or you are applying for a disability care worker, or you are applying for an aged care worker. Please remember that and do not forget. So for you to go about this process or to start your process, you need to get your assessments done. So remember, like I said, all the links that we are going to talk about in this video is going to be kept in the description. So kindly go there and start your process. So you go to this website, Aqua Australian Skills Assessments. So once you've gotten there, what you are going to be seeing is this home page that you have here. Now once you have seen this home page, All you need to do is to come to this place that you see migrants. Now on this migrant, you will see where they say aged care industry labor agreement. That is the place you are going to go for your application. So we are going to be clicking that now. Now like we said, once you have gotten to this page, ensure that you read through. You can see aqua is the skills assessment authority for the occupation of aged and disability or disabled carer, and then they put in this 42311 in connection with the new aged care industry labor agreement. This is in connection with this new law that they had brought in. So this aqua is for their assessment. So all you need to do is to scroll down and read through, because they've explained everything here for you. Look at the description, you see the occupational title. Ensure that you try to read all this. You see the eligibility. If you do not want to go back to the video, but I will encourage you to go back to the video so you can see and understand all we said and get few tips. But like they said, these are the things you need. You need to have a level 3 certificate or higher. We said for those that have diploma already, or for those that have a BSc certificate in nursing, you can use it. It's more than a level 3. But if you want to know more about what a level 3 Australian certificate is, all you need to do is to go through Australian qualification framework. I'm going to be putting it on the screen. Go there and then you check what a level 3 entails for you. So guys, like we said, you need to have a level 3 qualification. All right, so a level 3 qualification, like we said, for those that actually have a training in, maybe you did a course, maybe the TAFE Australian courses. Like in fact, I'm going to tell you guys, just watch that video so you get better explanation of what a level 3 is and your alternative. But it's also stated here, your alternative, that if you do not have those relevant qualification, you must have at least 12 months of relevant full-time work experience with a proof from your employer that yes, you have 12 months full-time experience within that field. So please watch that video. I will encourage you to do so. They also say not need a skills assessment if you have your qualification in Australia, but we are talking about immigrants moving to Australia now, so this is not important to us. But remember, you must have experience whether you are working overseas or you are working in Australia if you do not have the qualification. So this means that you don't necessarily need to do those 5 course. If you have experience, that's all you need. So they also put other criteria here, and I'm going to encourage you all to go through this, because I'm not going, because of the sake of the length of this video, I won't be going through all this. But they also put the documents you need to get, and they came down here to explain to you how to apply the application process. So if I were you, you will come here and click this application process, and then you see where they explain to you everything. They put the fee here. Someone will ask me, how much is the fee? Please, when you are doing this application, note that the fee is 595 Australian dollars. The fee is 595 Australian dollars. This one that says 965 Australian dollars is not the fee. The one that says 595 Australian dollars, that is the fee. Please note that. And also they went further to talk about the processing time for general skills assessments, and then it's approximately 6 weeks. So they've told you here that the processing time for the aged or disabled care application under the aged care industry labor agreement is 4 weeks. As you can see, is lesser than the previous one. So this is telling you how urgent they need carers to come and work for them. So if I were you, you will not sleep on this. Though they came down to say they don't do fast tracking, because many people will want to pay for fast tracking, but they've told you the processing time is 4 weeks. Within a month, they will give you a response if you have a positive or a negative assessment. So this is how you can go about your application. Now, how do you start it? Once you have finished reading all this process, you see that on this same page, you scroll down. When you come to this same migrants where we had this age care assessment, you come down here and you click on get a skills assessment. Once you click on get a skills assessment, you will go to this age or disabled carer, and then you click on it. Once you have clicked on it, all you need to do is to scroll down. All right, once you scroll down, they will tell you the next thing to do. because I've already created an account, as you can see, I'm already logged in here. If not, they would have told you to put your details, you put in your username, you put in your password, and then you log in. But I've created an account here already, so I could explain to you guys how the process goes. And then once you've created an account, they will show you this page. Then you're going to click on next, and then they are going to ask you a series of questions. You select your nomination and all that. And I believe that this process is very easy for you to understand, because it's as simple as ABC. You give your answer to the questions, and then you'll be able to know how to go about it. So if I want to, what's the name of your employer, you put your employer name. Have you gotten a skill assessment from Aqua before? No. Is this an application submitted by migration agency? It's you that is submitting it, not a migration agency. So you'll be clicking on no. Now remember, this page is like 9 pages, so kindly go through it so you will be able to understand the process all by yourself. But like we said, it's very easy. It's just straightforward for you to go ahead and pay the fee. So we'll go for this one, age care. Let's just say health. Then we'll be clicking on the next page now, stage. They'll say, have you obtained a skills assessment? No. No. Then we'll go down, we'll click on the next stage, which is next. They'll ask you your previous name, if you have any name before. So you come to this next stage, you put your name there as it appears on your passport. Then you come that, are you a male or a female? You put what you are there. Remember, so those people are asking me, what if I've married before? That's where you put your maiden name, if you need to put it where the previous name is. You scroll down and you put your date of birth. Basically, guys, they will ask you for some other details here. If you have it, you put it. If you don't have it, you don't, because only those that have quite asterisk to it that you must necessarily put, like your passport, you must put it there. Your, in fact, from what I can see, only a passport is asterisk there that you can put. The rest of them is just other details. So I'll be stopping here because I don't have most of all these details they're asking for, and I don't want to waste our time. So I'll stop here, so you guys should just go about. As you can see, it's very simple, and it's quite straightforward. So next, let's go to AMAC, so I can explain to you how to go about AMAC. Remember, AMAC is for those that want to go for personal worker and for those that want to go for nursing support worker. So let's go to AMAC. So it's just like in Aqua, you can see here that it said AMAC skills assessment. So all you need to do in this page, I'm going to drop in this on the screen. So you come here where they say skilled migration services, and then we'll scroll down. You see aged care labor agreement, direct care profession. This is the part that we are interested in. We are not interested in those other parts. This is the part we are interested in. So just like Aqua, you just need to scroll down and read through what they ask you to do here. We always say, whenever you are doing all this process, make sure you read. Make sure you read through to understand what they told you to do. So when you've read through directly, they'll tell you that the process is going to start on 14th of June. Eligible applicants are those with certificates of 3 in a relevant field obtained overseas, or 12-month full-time paid work experience in the relevant field, either in Australia or overseas. So guys, you can see that we did not fabricate anything. We told you how the process is. Then you come down here and then you see where they say documents required, application steps and fee can be found on this page. So all we need to do is to come here and click on direct care skill assessment. As you can see on the direct care skills assessment, I still talking about the fact that this is the aged care industry labor agreement. Now, many people will be asking me, oh, so after I've gotten this now, does it mean I've gotten a job? No. They've told you, yeah, this does not grant you a job in Australia and it does not grant you migration to Australia. You are just doing a skill assessment, which is the first stage. So next you're going to be doing now, you're going to read through what they say. The cost of this assessment is 545 Australian dollars. And then they've told you also everything you need to know here. If you're a nurse overseas and you want to go through this process coming in as a nursing support worker, they told you what you need to do there. And then they came down to say steps for direct care occupational skill assessment. They've told you the fee, they've told you the requirements, they told you step 1 what you need to do if you're a nurse. But if you're not a nurse, this does not apply to you. You can just continue to step 2. Okay, so you scroll down here and you show you have all these documents that they required in this particular place. Now that part that they said for driver's license, you can use. If you don't have a driver's license, you can use your international passport to cover for it. Then you scroll down also, you see if you have an agent declaration form. But if you're not an agent, you don't need this part, so you don't need any of all that. So you have to scroll down and then they'll tell you these are the steps you need to do. You create a login page on the AMAC website. If you don't want to create a login page, you go straight to that says start your direct care skills assessment, and then you start it. So guys, this is how you go about AMAC registration. Like we told you before, we are here for you. We've explained the whole process. So whenever someone asks me how do I go about the process, please, this is how you go about it. Okay, that is for stage 1. For stage 2 is a job process. Now if you have to scroll through job, let's go to seek.au. seek.com.au. That's Australian. This is the official website this is the official website for Australia. So we've come down here and we've clicked on it for you to be able to see if there is job in this particular environment. Now remember that the process through which these employers are going to get the opportunity or get the license to bring in people to advertise for job, it involves them doing 2-step application. And so some of them right now have started it, and this process only came back in June. So when you guys are seeing that, oh, there's not so many jobs, just calm down. It's something that is still new. So before December or before middle of next year, it means that most of these employers would have understood this process and would have started it. You can even do an application and tell the employer that, okay, I'm applying for a job. Maybe you've done an application on their website, then you will not say I've done my assessment and I'm seeking for sponsorship through this new aged care route, and they will go ahead. If they really need you and really need someone and they see that you've done very well, they will go ahead and do this application and get it for you guys. You understand? So don't be tense, just get prepared and get ready. So people will say, oh, I'll first go and see if I'll get the job. No, this is still very new. So why don't you position yourself? When carer visa started in the UK, we encourage people, get prepared. So now we are telling you, get prepared. So this is a website called seek.com.au, and this is a website where you can go and get jobs. There are other websites too. I've spoken about them in my previous video. Please go ahead and watch it so that you'll be able to know the process. Now once you have gotten a job or you've applied for a job using this website, you can see there you can click a classification if you want. Any classification you want, you see different department, but we're looking for the one that has to do with what we're looking for. Let's say we just go to type disability care worker, and you can see that there are so many care work down here, so you can try. But remember, you need to check if they offer job in Australia for immigrants. Another thing you can do is once you've applied for the job, you can email them, or probably you email them first and see and tell them, I want to apply for a job through this new aged care agreement with the government, and I'm applying to your company. I've gotten my assessment done and everything needs to start. All I just need is the employment. And then you tell them how you have experience in different fields, or you have experience in this particular skill that they need, and they will be able to take you. Now once you have gotten the job, the next thing they're going to do, they will apply for work for you, which is a 482 temporary work visa. Once they've applied for that work for you, you come to Australia. You can come with your family. Now remember, when you come to Australia using this route, it's that role you are going to be working in. It's not like you're going to change. You say you want to become a farmer tomorrow or any other job, you just jump into. No, you came for that purpose. You are going to work in that field you came to Australia for. Now the advantage of this is that when you come into Australia using this route, and your employer is not someone you are comfortable working, you can change employer, which is very good. Unlike the UK, for you to change employer, you have to apply again to the home office and so many things. This one, you are not restricted to one employer. You can change an employer if you are not comfortable with the pay or you're not comfortable with the work environment. So long it's that same work you are doing, you can change employer. Now, after that, after 2 years, you can then request for your company to help you to apply for your permanent residence. That is how you get your PR within 2 years, because this route you are following is the way to PR, and it's even a faster route for you. Some people stay for long in Australia. And then, what is the fee, or what is the cost of this visa fee? The cost of this visa fee when you have gotten the job is 1,330 Australian dollars. Okay, that's the cost of the visa fee, 1,330 Australian dollars. You apply for it. Once you've applied for this Australia Care Worker Pathway, you'll be able to come to Australia and work as a carer, bring your family, settle in within 2 years, get a permanent residency, and that is it. And that is so beautiful. This is one of the fastest routes to Australia apart from study visa. So guys, you guys should check this out and learn more. Like I said again, and I'm still saying, if you know you haven't watched the previous video, please go ahead and do it so that you can continue, because this is a continuation of the previous video. I hope this video clears every confusion or even or clarity that you have about the Australian visa pathway. If you have any questions, please do not forget to put your questions in the comment section, and don't forget to like our video. Please like this video, because this is the way YouTube will know that this video is good, and share it to other people that will need it, and it's a way to encourage us to do more videos like this. Don't forget to hit the notification bell and subscribe to our channel. Thank you for watching this video, and see you in our next video. Bye for now.